World Championship this season, but we'll be up against stiff competition from Sebastian Vettel. I'm sure Max Verstappen will be hoping for some wet weather today. We'll certainly see some interesting overtakes from the Red Bull driver if that's the case.
Hello everyone around the world, I'm the Zebra94 and welcome to Flat Out Racing's Round 9 coverage of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix here at Baku. This track I absolutely love racing and I love commentating. It's got a mixture of the street course element through the castle section and of course the long fast straights with DRS overtaking and insane dive bombs into the 90-degree left-hand corners in turns 1 and 3. It was the first race I ever nailed a podium in a league's top tier division, and it is. I just think it's an awesome track. Nice mixture of speed and technicality. So we'll see how these drivers do. Looking a little bit cloudy up in the sky, so we may expect some rain and we may not, but it's gonna be a great time. So drivers coming out. Started 12 minutes of short qualifying here. Now we're just down to a little under 11, so a minute has gone by. But we have multiple drivers out on their outlet, warming up the tires and getting ready to go. Azerbaijan Grand Prix brought a lot of controversy and a lot of wrecks and a lot of animosity between teammates and teams and other drivers. Will this produce the same amount of drama, or will we have a rather clean race? Surprisingly, one of the corners that will sneak up and get you isn't the castle section, like some people claim to believe. It's actually this really fast kink that we're seeing full air go. If you don't pay attention, you will run wide and you will hit the outside wall there. So, you know, on worn tires you really have to be careful, and especially if it does rain, you still have to be careful as these drivers are starting their flying lap. And you know, here we go. It's going to be really fast, tense qualifying. Again, like I said earlier, a nice combination of speed and technicality as full air, going a little bit in too tight, hitting those curves and maybe kind of slapping the wall a bit around turn 2, but you know, expect to see 2 dive bomb areas. That's turn 3, full air short around, and also turn 1 after that. I believe that is the longest straight on the Formula 1 calendar. As we go through, we're kind of getting a gauge of where everyone is at. There's Dano next door. He has been producing amazing results as of late. So I'm sure he's looking to do the same today. Beautiful shot from the TARDIS's front wing there. Just getting so close to the wall, going up and past the castle section. And yeah, just a lot of corners can really sneak up on you. I really don't think that can happen. Past the castle section, you're kind of going downhill with like these slight left corners, and can really catch you off guard. And you know, you can easily hit the wall, and that can be your race over. And now setting the first time of a 142.282. What will the TARDIS set? I believe he's the next one across the line. He is. He's going to go a 143, followed by Richmond with a 141.5. Of course, he is going fast as always. North Dance with a 141.821. And we're starting to see more cars cross. Cesar T-Pain, good to see him back today. He gets a 141.331. Didn't have that great of a run last week at Monza, but he is back and ready to make an impact. Matty Shaw with a 141.807. D Wood with a 142. Coley with a 144. Having bad luck, but I'm sure he's going to turn it around this time. As he sets a 144, 448. Definitely looking to improve that time by 3 seconds. And we'll definitely see how it goes. Dan with a 141.991 just creeped inside the 142 mark. So in Z28, I believe he's starting his lap. Yes, he is. And the Fluke is starting his as well, kind of going through. T-Pain down 3 seconds from his time. He may be just coming in, kind of saving those tires, just in case he can't improve any further. Richmond looking strong in the Haas machine. Hopefully he won't bin it during a safety car period like a Haas driver. But I don't think he has to worry about that due to the league not running safety cars due to possible glitches, and Richmond's going to dive into the pits and he's going to switch over on new tires. Matty Shaw going to follow? Yes he is. The driver's kind of going into the pits now. Den down 1.3 seconds. And D Wood setting a time of a 1:41.478. He's going to go second fastest, just past Richmond there. Time for the Fluky set. Can he go in the 140s? No, he's going to be out. 142.009. What about going? Z28. Faster time, or is he going to be kind of in the middle there with the high 141, low 142? We'll see. Pedal to the metal, a 141.984, so he gets in the high 141. Nice close knit group between 5th and 9th. We're separated by about 0.2 it looks like. Yeah, exactly 0.2. So, exciting stuff. Just under 4.5 minutes to go in qualifying. Let's see where everyone's at. People in the pits. What about Full Air? He's going down the main straightaway. So he's going to start his lap. It's going to be insane going into that first corner after the DRS is enabled. It's going to be funny. Not funny. It's going to be fun to watch. That's what I meant to say.
This year will mark the Russian Grand Prix 4th year at Sochi.
And it looks like D-Wood didn't really have the best of laps there, so he's going to pull in real quick and probably get a new set of tires as we run on board with Full Air for a bit. Oh, Full Air running hard, just pushing too hard, and that's going to be his time over. Oh, he's got to be careful. He's got to get that car back in one piece if he wants to keep qualifying going. Has retired from the session, and oh, both his wheels are off. Wonder what happened. So he's going to finish with a 141.984. Full Air is going to go into the pits. The cars in their outlap. Here's Dino. So yeah, cars, majority of the field's on their outlap. Deadly Jason just starting a new lap, it looks like. So we're going to follow Dino. Let's see what he can get. Beautiful line through the castle section. Oh, getting a little bit loose from the rear end as he almost goes into the wall, but corrects himself. That's going to Lose him a couple of tenths. Locking up the tires. Beautiful. Took that corner almost perfectly, it looks like. And here we go. This is where it all goes down. This is where the low downforce really comes into play, and how much speed you can produce in full max. Mistake cost him. Man, he could have been actually up in the pole if it wasn't for that quick little mistake. He does a 141.629, and he's going to be starting a lap. Looks like he may continue going on as Caesar. He's going to slow down, wait for the field to go past him. He's going to have plenty enough time to do one more lap after this. So Dino, beautiful run. As Matty's going to start his lap. Everyone either on a lap or on their out lap. Den starting his lap as well. And now on his lap, going through the castle section. Then that Wolf losing his wing completely. His qualifying is going to be done. What about the TARDIS? As close to the wall as possible. There's some debris. Don't want to pull a Valtteri Bottas and run over that. I don't know if the game will register that or not, but let's see if he can improve his time to 143. It's looking like it. He could go to the 142s, and he does. Getting P11 for the time being, a 142.161. What about a no? He's actually going to get a drag, a little boost from the Ferrari. I hope everything goes okay on board. He's going to go right past Coley. That's actually going to skyrocket his time a little bit. 141.553. That's going to get him up into P3, and he's going to quickly just go into the off-road, and he's gonna just like retire and call it a day. You just wanna Coley's gonna retire with a 142.021, and wow. Dino going second fast with a 141.358, just 2/100ths off of T-Pain's time. So he's going to absolutely consistent. And now has retired as well. Here's D Wood. He's currently in P3. Seeing some new faces up in the top 5. It looks like Den going in the 140s. And he's going to be on the pole for the time being. Can anyone top that? Here we go, the TARDIS. See what he gets.
Big shout.
Can he improve his time? Can he go into the 141s? He does. He does improve. He moves into P7. There's TARDIS, or there's Richmond. He's going to go second fastest. Northant's third fastest. What about D Wood? I don't know if he was able to improve his time. No, he did not. He stays in 6th place. So great job by the Haas teammates. They get up there second and third. The Fluky with a 5 position grip penalty, so he's going to drop down to 16th. As everyone behind them up 6, and he's actually going to move up a position. So Den, Richmond, Northant, Caesar, Dino, D-Wood, Anel, TARDIS, Matty, Z28, DeFluke with a 5-second penalty, Coley, Midnight Wolf, Jason, Venturini, Full Air, Croman, Jacuzzi, and Stevo. So 4 drivers did not clock into time, probably due to strategical reasons. Don't want to be up in the middle of all of that mess into the first corner. It's a very odd distance from the start to the first corner. You're not exactly going in your optimal speed, and you know you start on the tires you qualified fastest lap in, so it's going to be pretty weird. It is definitely a weird feeling because you think you want to brake a lot later when you actually need to brake a lot earlier, and that's even more said if you're in the middle or in the back of the pack. So we'll see how turn 1 does, and we'll see if everyone can make it through the first lap, actually. See how everyone kind of files in. Alright, here we go. 5 red lights. And we are underway for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix as all the drivers scurry to the first corner. Oh, we have some contact between the first 2 leaders. Looks like everyone makes it through just okay. Beautiful shot as we get to see all the cars go in. Richmond going in on the inside. And, oh, we have a Red Bull going in. A Williams car gets loose as cars kind of ghost to each other. And dropping, looks like Ruiz's in the Red Bull. Here we go. These are the leaders. Den trying to get in front. Caesar trying to get in front of Richmond there. And it looks like it pays off. And now dropping. Tardis hitting the wall. He's going to lose part of his front wing. That's actually detrimental. On board with Northants. Looking from the back. I believe Z28 lost a bit of his front wing there. You see all the cars kind of lining up from behind. This is going to be very interesting. Who's going to make it through the castle section intact as you see cars just filing through. Everyone makes it through A-OK, so aren't out of the clear just yet. We're going to go up here to second and third as T-Pain and Richmond still trying to get together. The Fluky with the 5-second stop and go penalty for exceeding track limits. And Den has just already just pulled away, so he's got it in lock right now. Is Richmond going to go for overtake in the turn 1? I don't think so. He's too far away. There's Northants, and we're just going to keep an eye on the Z28 going into the pit. And full air and Crowman, 2 teammates. They're right behind each other. Along with the Renault, so it looks like all these teammates are kind of all together. And Matty Shaw's going to try to make a move on the inside, and he does. But I think Midnight Wolf's going to take it right back. No, he did not. So great move by Matty Shaw into turn 2. Kind of caught Deadly Jason napping there for a little bit. We have 5 cars in the pit, all due to some front wing damage in the first lap. So unfortunate for them. Tardis also has some front wing damage, but I don't think it's as severe. We'll see how it goes. I wonder if he is going to change it during the first set of pit stops. Again, rain, could it be on the cards? We'll see. Oh, the Tardis in the wall hard, and now more of his wing is knocked off, so he may have to come into the pits this time around, or he may just be fine. Who knows? This is going to be interesting. On board with Dino next door, he dropped quite a bit of, a couple of positions actually. Looking at his wing, I don't know if he has the, I don't know what he's doing. There's a nail on the inside. The nail makes the pass. I don't know if Tardis is going to try to go in the pits or not, but Nell kind of just cut him off there. Matty Shaw's going to the pits again, so this is the battle right now. Den's leading by 1.5 seconds. DRS is enabled now, so we'll start to see these battles get even closer. It looks like that Anel is pulling closer and closer to Northant as time goes on. But this is the battle, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and pretty soon 4th place will get involved as well.
Big shout out to Billy Bunker, aka Billy Wiz.
This position changes after the first 3 laps. The big mover, Crowman, going up 9 positions. They're in P8. And the person who dropped down the most is would. Started in 6th position, he's down in 17th due to some damage, so unfortunate for him, because he had a great qualifying run, and it's just unfortunate for him. So those are your big movers of the early race. We'll kind of keep an eye on that as time goes on. And yeah, there's the tire allocation. 2 drivers running on softs, majority running on super softs, and Dyno makes the move on his teammate. Oh no, not his teammate, that would be the Fluky, my bad. The light he made it look like the same livery, so I think Tardis knows that he's slow. He's changed the lane and just kind of let Dyno through, so fair play to him. Didn't want to hold him up, didn't want to cause a scene or potential crash. Good on him. Rather tame Azerbaijan race so far, as we're 4 laps in. I was expecting to be a lot closer, but beggars can't be choosers. It's going to be intense action towards the end, I already know. Let's scroll down in the orders here. Let's go on board with Stevo, Dyno's teammate. The Fluky's in the fast lap. Oh, Midnight Wolf slaps the wall there and actually caused Deadly Jason and Stevo to really check up. So now Midnight Wolf needs to move out of the way. He's actually kind of being a little bit of a hazard actually, so yeah, he has no front wing. He needs to pull off to the side like especially his teammate. He almost collected his teammate there as Jacuzzi's trying to fly inside now. And that was kind of scary as Croman gets past Tardis now. Tardis dropping like a fly. Yes, he is. Looks like that he's trying to hold on board with Stevo. Can he get around Deadly Jason? Leaving plenty of room. Venturini has retired from the session. Fortunate for him. And good on Deadly Jason to give Stevo plenty of room. And just got past him, not a problem. But Croman now chasing Dyno. Croman's on an absolute tear right now. So we're going to follow this battle for a little bit. There's Full Air, that's Crow's teammate in the background. On board with Crow. The corner's so weird. Turning and going down at the same time. Your car really doesn't know what to do. Formula 1 cars don't really have for that type of stuff. The car almost wants to kind of jump. But here we go. And Croman makes the overtake on Dyno. He does have DRS. He has the draft. Whoa! Dyno's actually going to pull into the pits real quick. And he's on the super soft, so actually go down to Dyno, see what's going to happen. What we do is actually go on board with Coley. And Z28 kind of was all over the place there. And Don's going to throw in the mediums. He's going to try to go for the end tier, it looks like. What about Coley? Can he make the pass on Z28? This is for P12. Z28 is actually going to go into the pits. So the first couple of pit stops making their way now. Deadly Jason is right behind Jacuzzi. Looks like Jacuzzi is just pulling ahead of him by a couple tenths of a second. Maybe Jason will be able to get him here.
Big shout out to Billy Munger, aka Billy Wiz.
And as even in DRS range, he's actually not. So he must have lost some time around in the last couple of corners there, so I don't know if he's going to be able to get DRS this time. That's a DRS. So 7 laps down. Dino was the first one to go into the pits on super soft, so expect the drivers to start going in about, you know, maybe this time around or maybe just a couple more. Yeah, it was how it panned out. Everyone is really spaced out, actually, so this is actually going to be a perfect time to go a lap with the leader. The leader's going to be Den. We're on board with him, dropping down into third gear. Hardest has retired along with the Fluky. What has happened there? Two teammates collided going up the castle section. Oh no. Well, I didn't think we'd see two teammates wreck each other. Looks like it was on complete accident. Oh, no points for Toro Rosso here today. Unfortunate. Lastly, leader cut short. Oh man. You had a feel for those two. They're on a pretty good run, but just wonder what happened. And Croman really trying to catch up on Anel. Croman started on the softs, now on the super soft, so Croman does have the pace. See how it goes. See what's the second mark. Goes in on him. See how that's going to work out. He does have to run. He will have DRS on him. He might be a little bit too far back though. Richmond going into the pits as well. on the socks, it looks like. Yes, it is. There's also changing a front wing as well. That kind of cost him some time. And Jacuzzi's going to pass him out of the pits just barely. He's going to have to come into the pits soon as well. So here's the... Actually, here's an even closer battle down here for 13th place. This is D-Wood and Midnight Wolf. They're the closest. And Roman and I'll get closer. We're going to switch over to them. But actually, beautiful run! What would happen there? D-Wood just must have got a bad line through. They were trying to get into the draft as D-Wood moves to the inside. Oh, D-Wood doesn't have a wing there. Completely lost it. And it would be smart for D-Wood to really hold on to that position. Save both the races. I just let him go. Wouldn't be really too aggressive, but Midnight does have to get past him at some point. Looking up at Croman, he really dropped. You just really see the strain that D-Wood's going through. Just trying to turn the car with no front downforce. Really hard. There you go. Just, oh, you see him sliding, and he's going to hit the wall there. Now it's coming to the pit soon, and now Z28 is catching up as well. T-Pain in the pit as the leaders are now starting their first, are now going on their second stint as D-Wood nearly almost hit the wall there, and now Z28 is right on the rear of Midnight Wolf. It is the battle of the back markers right now as, oh, just trying to get to them and actually press the wrong button, but Midnight Wolf looks like slapped the wall pretty hard. He lost some parts of his front wing, and now Z28 is going to try to get around the front wingless of D-Wood, which is extremely easy. Oh, wow. I was going, I just stay on the outside. If you're D-Wood, you're insane if you're staying out, man. It is. And faster, too. World. We're going to go up here to actually the Caesar and T-Pain. Oh, and D-Wood hitting the wall hard. And that's going to get the position to going. So unfortunate. Really confused why he stayed out, though. But now, Croman on the attack of Vanel. Croman's been trailing Vanel for a little bit now as Den goes into the pits. He's been leading since the drop of the green flag. Now he's going to lose a couple of positions, so I'm sure he'll gain them right back. Is Vanel going to go into the pits? It looks like that he is, and that's going to give first place to Croman for the time being. And Full Air may be joining him as well, as T-Pain already pit. Is he going to go on the inside? Yes, he is. Full Air gives him plenty of room. And Steve-O's right behind him. There's your stops. That's how many people made the stops. Maybe first or second, depending on if they had wing damage to the Fluky, Cardis, and Venturini. Out of the race, we have 16 drivers left. Can we finish with more drivers in the actual F1 race?
Certainly see some interesting overtakes for the Red Bull driver if that's the case.
Dan's gone so fast, he's actually out in second. And Croman is yet to pit. So he's just absolutely dominating this race right now. And he's actually kind of catching up as we have a caution in Sector 1, and it's D-Wood. And he has retired from the session. Unfortunate for him. Yeah, he called it a day. He was struggling hard with front wing damage there. You get a beautiful aerial shot from the city of Baku. So we see the cars race through the streets. Steve-O make a move on full air. Full air goes defensive. You get close, but no dice. Steve-O's on the... Oh, we have a virtual safety car. That's going to mix things up. This would actually be smart if Croman can actually go into the pits depending on where he's at. ESC is deployed, but for how long? If Croman can get to the pits while it's still out, he could. Oh, race control, we're back on the green flag, so that didn't last all that long. Pretty sure Croman was hoping that just lasts probably about a minute and a half longer so we can get that free pit stop. It would have been close regardless. So with Anel, or with D-Wood leaving, excuse me, that brought out the virtual safety car for a brief stint. By brief, I mean 30 seconds as full air. Do a little bit of lag jumping as E28 goes into the pits. Matty Shaw's going to go up to 13th position. Steve-O still trying to race down full air. Again, these cars have yet to pit. Steve-O on the softer tires. Yes, that's correct. Steve-O on the softer tires. Yeah, full air was definitely faster through those fast chicanes there. And Steve-O really dropping. I wonder if he's prepping himself. He's going to go into the pit. And alright, so great showing from Steve-O, showed a lot of pace. Let's follow Anel now. So full air and Croman, the two McLarens, have yet to pit. Den's been absolutely dominating this race so far. Once pit rotations are over, he is going to be the leader. No doubt about that. Can Caesar catch up to him though? He's 2.5 seconds behind Den. I thought it was going to rain, although it is overcast. I don't think it is though. I don't think the skies are dark enough. But if it does rain, it will play into a factor as we are halfway through the race. 14 laps to go. So we're on lap 13 of 26. And now was within a second. So far, he's been dropping down a bit. Here now kind of playing with the throttle. That castle section going uphill, it's a bit weird. Some people like to play with the throttle. Some like to just kind of coast up through it in a low gear high rev or a high gear low rev, depending on what you do. You just gotta be careful not to spin those tires once you reach the kind of like the peak of the hill when your front tires are over, but your rears aren't. So you have to be careful. And now going to be out of the DRS zone, trying to keep his pace. And don't really see any other battles going on, so we're actually going to switch back over to position changes. Croman has started 17th. He's currently in P1, so that's going to change shortly. On full air, started 15th, and he's only up, to 4th. And then Steve-O is going to be moving up in the double digits in positions as well, so that's going to be interesting when it comes to the driver of the day voting. Here's the tire allocation for the time being. Let's go up to Richmond now as he is now caught up to full air within a second. Oh, full air nicked the wall there. It looked like it did from my quick point of view. He's definitely caught up. We could see an overtake. Could see Richmond get up to P5. Getting a beautiful run. Denton a fast time with 1:43.733. Ooh, full air laggy. Richmond gets around him. And there he is in his mirrors. Clean pass for Richmond, as he now has his eyes set on T-Pain, but 9 seconds down from him. Den has actually slowly been creeping up on Crow. He's now within 2 seconds. T-Pain has been about the same distance, maybe lost a little bit of time, but like I said, Den is on an absolute tear. I think Croman just really trying to push for that one stop. He's been on the stop since the beginning. He's going to go on the super stop towards the end. So it's actually going to be very interesting to see what strategy each driver pulls off. Looks like Den does have enough speed and the setup to get to the end on the softs. You know, Croman's actually going to push really, really hard. And we'll see what position he'll get. He's going to drop. Looks like down to about 4th as we have a caution in sector 1. See Croman getting as close to the wall as possible. Using up all the track. Kind of drifting off to the left. Yep, he's going to dive in. Here we go. One stop is a go, which means Full Air is going to join him soon, or Full Air might stay out for another lap. Ooh, front wing change is definitely going to slow him down, as Richmond's going to get past them, along with North Amps. Will Linnell get past him as well? Full Air in the pits as well. Croman on the super soft. And a long wait. Not really realistic. Like, there's no need to wait that long. So, unfortunately for Full Air, he's going to drop down to 9th position. And Croman's going to be in 6th. So, looking at the intervals, not much going on as Jacuzzi actually passes Coley, or my bad, that was Full Air. Yeah, Jacuzzi passes Coley. Jacuzzi gets into the top 10. And now would be a good time. Ooh, Coley 5 second stop and go penalty. Now would be a good time with lap with the leader. With our current leader with just 11 laps to go with Den. If you haven't already, like this video, go ahead and give us a subscribe as well. Support your small YouTube channels. So here we go, on board with Den. I'll actually throw up the telemetry as well so you guys can see exactly how fast he's going. I do have the miles per hour, so I apologize for those who read in kilometers. Nice low 3rd gear and then right back on the throttle. Playing with his fuel mixture. The gear coast around. I saw that he didn't touch the throttle. Very smooth through those corners. Transitions into them very, very nicely. Tries to go as wide as he can. Yeah, you see through those corners, just kind of coast through there, only apply the throttle on that short bit of straight and then coast around the left-hand corner. And this is that weird part where when you're churning, your car just kind of wants to jump and slide, but Ben holds onto it rather well. left-hander, and then full throttle. He holds on to it, no problem at all. As we have 9 laps to go here at Azerbaijan Grand Prix in the Zebra 94. Thanks for joining us, everyone around the world. It has been not exciting as I wanted it to be, but it's been a clean race, and you know, in a track like Baku, I'm totally okay with that. So this is the closest battle that we have. This is Matty Shaw and the Williams. Yes, Matty Shaw and the Williams, and Jason and the Renault. Oh, getting a little bit loose, and he's gonna drop some tenths, and he's gonna be, yep, about 2 seconds down. So trying to catch a battle, but no go. Now would be a time to go through the field. This is from first all the way down to 15th position. So Den's been leading. The only time he hasn't led is when he went into the pits. And he's pulled away from this man in the Ferrari, Caesar T-Payne. Richmond and P3. Coley setting fast time of 1:43.078. Beautiful line from Richmond, actually. Richmond in P3. Northants, he's in 4th position. Started in 3rd, so he's moved down in position since the start. And now in P5, he's been really consistent. He's up 2 positions. Pearlman 6 started 17th. He moved up 11 positions. And he's been consistent. He's been really aggressive, and looks like he's slowly catching up on him now. So that's going to be exciting in the next coming up laps. Will Pearlman get into the top 5? Who knows how that's going to work out. Then Dino next door, qualified high up. Average run. He's just kind of been on the track. He's been putting in laps. Not really many battles as of late. In the early stages, yes. But right now, he's just looking to finish strong. That's all he can really hope for. And his teammate Steve-O, as they're lapping Midnight Wolf, he's in P8. So Sabra running 7th and 8th at the time. He started in 19th, all the way in last, and he's moved up to 8th. So Croman and Steve-O both been our movers of the day so far. One of Croman can just get past Nell and get that 1 extra position change. There's Full Air, that's Crow's teammate, had a really slow stop. He's in P9. He's up 6 positions. Jacuzzi, he's up 8 positions. And 14.5 seconds back from Full Air. And Cully, he's been on a tear. He's actually a second behind now, as he started in 11, and looking like to get into the top 10. We'll get back with them shortly. Gotta keep an eye on him. And Deadly Jason, he's in P12, all the way back, going across turn 3. And Matty Shaw coming out of the pits. Here's E28. He's actually going to pass Matty. And then Midnight Wolf back in 15th position. And it looks like that Matty kind of spun around in the game, reset him to the track. And here we go. This is the only battle so far. This is Cully and Jacuzzi battling for 10th and 11th. And we have a virtual safety car. We have 7 laps to go, and Going has retired. Completely missed his braking point going into turn 3. And that's going to be his race over, just 7 laps out. Unfortunate for him, and Croman is actually kind of caught up. We do have virtual safety car, and it is over now. Looks like Coley got the better restart on Jacuzzi. Can he make the pass? There we go. He does have DRS going on the inside. Looks like it's going to be an easy one. Yes, it is. Not a problem. Oh.
Big shout out to Billy Bunga, aka Billy.
And Jacuzzi going to have DRS right back. But I don't think it's going to help him. Now we have to go back up here. This is Croman and Anel. Anel's been running a really solid race. And Croman trying to get those positions back that he lost due to his front wing change in the pits. We're on board with Croman. Let's see if he can make the pass. Oh, and now getting really close to the wall there. That's really going to scrub off his speed in the DRS now. And he actually plays it really safe. So good on him, but what about Steve-O on his teammates? Nothing. Roman takes a look on the inside, but decides against it. What about Steve-O? Is Donald gonna let his teammate through? And he actually does. He lets his teammate through. So, fair play to Dino. Pretty sure the actual race kind of flashed in his eyes between the Red Bull teammates of Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen. He didn't want that to happen to either of his teammates, but we're going to go back up here between Anel and Croman. Croman just trying to get past him as we have 6 laps to go. Getting close to the wall. Is Croman going to make the pass now? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he can. He's just chilling. And now taking the defense of the inside line. I think Croman actually might be just in the draft and just saving some fuel for the last couple lap push. Give a caution in sector 1. I wonder what that's about. Croman looking. Croman is ready to overtake just yet. I think he's just saving up some fuel, like I said, for the last 4 or 5 laps, and just really push for it. They're about he's about 5 seconds away from North Dance. We have another virtual safety car. Going to shake things up a bit. So Croman just trying to get as close to Anel as possible. And Matty Shaw getting a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. He's down in 13th position. He's actually retired. Still have a VSC out. And we're back to green flag racing. We have yellows in sectors 1 and 3, but I think Anel got the better of Croman. Anel was able to get off the corner first. And Croman was still kind of going to the apex of it, so now Croman really has to play catch up as we have 4 laps to go. Croman having a beautiful line through 1 and 2. Now he's caught up. Looks like he got a glitch where it's permanently yellow during sector 1, so I wonder what's going on there.
Valtteri Bottas is one to watch this year after replacing the reigning drivers' champion.
Coming right back on the gearbox of a Nell. Really putting pressure, but Anel is calling back the pressure. Oh, Croman getting a little bit loose, almost smacked the wall with his front wing, and he's actually going to lose. He's going to drop down to a second. Let's see if he can improve that back up to the DRS zone. This is the most tame race I've ever seen at Baku in a league. Only one big crash, and that was between teammates of Tardis and the Fluky, which I don't think that was even on purpose. I think the Fluky just kind of crashed in first, and Tardis really had nowhere to go. So North Ants with a 3-second time penalty. There's actually been minimal time penalties as well. I think that was the first 3-second one. Had a couple of drive-throughs, but that's about it. So Croman has really fallen to the wayside. Now we're just down to 13 drivers. Started with 19. And unfortunately, 6 couldn't make it until the end. 3 laps to go. I wonder what's going on with Croman. He's really dropped down. He's really sliding around, so I wonder if his tire wear is gone. Shouldn't be right. He's only been on his tires for not even 10 laps. Two laps to go. Croman's still trying to push. And he's able to catch up a couple of tenths, so now is the time to push. Looks like he does have the fuel to do so. And Richmond has dropped a position, and not only dropped a position, but he also dropped part of his front wing. What he has to do is just do 2 more laps and actually let his teammate through. So North Ant's looking to finish on the podium. If he can just hold on, which I think he will. What's going to happen with these two? Are they going to catch up to Richmond? Very well could happen. They're catching up to him by tenths every corner, it looks like. And Richmond is actually falling fast. Really fast, actually. So, 1 lap to go. Ken's been dominating, but now we have a new story unfolding at the last lap. Richmond losing part of his wing, so now Anel and Croman, they're catching up. Croman, is he going to be able to get DRS? I don't think so. He's just outside the 1 second mark, and he's really trying to push. And Richmond is, he's going to try to defend that position. as much as he can. Now Manel within a second is actually going to back up him just a bit. Is that going to open up the door for Croman? Manel's got DRS, so does Croman. It's going to be close going into the last lap. We're going to be on board with Den very, very soon. Oh, there he is. He's going to make a move on the inside. Richmond holds his line. Oh, and now you got to be patient. He's actually going to go on the inside. He's going to make the move. Now Richmond's going to hold up Croman. We're going to follow them shortly as Den, he's going to go down the front straightaway for the last time. And by a country mile, it seems, Den's going to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in stunning fashion as Croman gets around Richmond. And Richmond drops from 3rd down to 6th. And Anel is actually going to hold off Croman. In an amazing defensive feat. But he's dropping. What's going on? Is Anel out of gas? Oh, no, he's not. Close though. I thought he was. That would have been insane. Stevo finishing 7th, so both Croman and Stevo moved up 12 positions, but since Croman was higher up, my driver of the day vote's going to go to Croman. It's close. It was a close match, so still Stevo did an amazing drive, finishing P7th with Dino, his teammate, in P8. Full Air finishing 9th. Cole is going to cross the line in 10th position, along with Jacuzzi and Deadly Jason. Midnight Wolf finishes a lap down. We just have one driver left to finish. So there you have it. Full Air upset about his pit crew taking way too long to service him. And Croman couldn't get the pass done on Anel. That was just that much quicker. As we go to the podium celebrations, Den absolutely just dominated the race. T-Pain in 2nd and Northants in P3. Let's see if we can actually get these guys up in here for a quick chat. There you have it. Den 1st, T-Pain 2nd, Northants 3rd, Anel 4th, Croman 5th, Kevin Magnuson 6th. That would actually be Richmond. Stevo 7th, Dino Next Door 8th, Full Air 9th, Coley 10th, Jacuzzi 11th, Deadly Jason 12th, and Midnight Wolf 13th, and everyone else DNF. So I'm just going to wait a little bit longer, see if Den can get in here. If not, that is a-okay. All right, here he is, our winner for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Dan Artis. Dan, you dominated since the beginning of the race and even in qualifying. The only time to get under the 140 mark, I believe it was, to the 140.9, and just the drop of the green flag, you were off to the races, and the only time you weren't in the lead is when you went into pit. So with this, like, is this domination gonna continue for you once we hit the, yeah, because, well, good, man. Yeah, 3 in a row. It's definitely skyrocketed you up into the points, and along with Williams as well. With the upcoming season, next race is the halfway point of the season. Are there any races coming up that you are a little worried about that isn't exactly your strong suit? All right, strong words from a strong driver. So congratulations, man, and we'll definitely see you next week. Thanks for stopping on by. That's going to be it from us here at Racing Stripes TV. I'm the Zebra94 signing off. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Good night.